people will always ask me, who are these people? What am I looking at? What's the story? Are these beings from another planet? Is this the past, or is this the future? A lot of the landscapes that I'll choose for my settings are very otherworldly. They don't look like the planet Earth. And that makes people ask questions. What is your narrative? Sometimes I'll respond to people's questions with my own questions, and I'll ask, what do you think the story is? What narrative would go with these unusual creatures that we see here? And people come up with very interesting storylines or explanations that I would never think about. In a lot of cases, I try to keep a sense of mystery about it, and I don't want to explain too much. I want people to be able to make up their own storylines with these creatures. In the past 2 years, I've done 4 national park artist in residencies, from the volcanic-based landscapes in North California and Idaho, to the swamps of South Florida, to the deserts of Arizona at Petrified Forest National Park. I really love connecting to the landscapes here in the United States. I think there's so much variety that often gets taken for granted. There's just so much diversity in our national parks. It's just inspiring, and my art really feeds off of that. I've had people tell me, I really want to be one of these creatures, and they want to step into this world that I've been creating. They will buy a mask from me and come up with a scenario and a costume, and they'll go out and take pictures, and they'll send them to me or post them. And I've had this really all over the world, from Africa to Brazil and the Philippines. People have mailed me the most amazing images. I think people really respond to the mystery of it, and they want to connect to that part that is sort of unexplained. People in general are looking for something that's different and unique, but also feels real. So my images aren't created in Photoshop or any sort of digital program, but they're tactile, they're hands-on. These are real objects that I've made, and they're in real spaces. So I'd like the next residency to be also a landscape that I've not been to, a national park that's new to me. I'm obviously attracted to places that have an otherworldly feel to them. Craters of the Moon National Monument in Idaho, where I spent 2 weeks, felt like you were on the moon. It's a volcanic black rock landscape that's completely inhospitable, but also, just to me, just draws me out and inspires me. Red painted desert of Arizona. Again, also very unwelcoming, very challenging, but to me, also very exciting. I wouldn't have it any other way. I don't want it to be easy. I want it to be challenging, something that is difficult to get, where I can't just slap it on a computer screen and use a green screen, but I have to work for those images to get them exactly the way I want them.